We do this all the time at level 1 courses. If you can feel that people's eyes are not on you and they're not kind of grasping what you're saying or they're getting distracted, stop them what they're doing, pull them in, do a little huddle or a little school circle, make sure everybody's eyes are on you, and then push them back out. All right, guys, welcome back to Jerk Block Talk. I'm Jason Fernandez. We're here at CrossFit Rife, and today I want to elaborate a little bit more on the video we posted earlier this week, which was how to be the 10x version of yourself. And in many scenarios, depending on what you have going on in your gym, being the 10x version of yourself is not enough. So for instance, our gym is 100 feet long, and if you look at what Jess is doing over there, she's getting ready to teach a barbell complex. In many scenarios, we would have all of our athletes kind of lined up in lines, like if we were going to use the entire gym here. But depending on what we have going on, what we want to do is we want to try to consolidate or rein everybody in to give a course of instruction. So she could have had all of these athletes lined up this way, covering the full 100-foot span of the gym, but that can be a little bit hard to talk to everybody when they're spread out over 100, depending on how big your gym, and it could be much longer than ours or much bigger than ours. It's going to be really, really hard to give a good course of instruction when people are spread out so far. So in those scenarios where being the 10x version of yourself is not good enough to get people's attention, it's a very simple tactic, guys. You literally just pull everybody in, do a little huddle, tell them what you need to tell them, demo the movement that you want to demo, and then from there, you push them back out and you tell them what we're going to do from there. And here's the key. When you pull them in to talk about this stuff, tell them why you're pulling them in so they understand what is happening at this point. So if Jess was going to pull everybody in and she was going to do a breakout over there, she'd say, hey guys, I want to pull it in real quick because there's some stuff going over here. Like yesterday, we had 15 rowers on the floor. The weightlifters were, they were maxing out yesterday, and some people were redoing the open. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the gym, and if you're trying to go over technique on the rower, you really don't want to talk to people that are spread out on this end all the way to that end. So stand everybody up, bring them in. What this does is tells everybody, hey, what I have to tell you is important, and now I can talk in a normal voice instead of having to yell, because sometimes when you really start yelling and get really, really loud, if I'm trying to reach all the athletes over there, what's going to happen is a lot of that's going to get lost in translation. You're probably not even loud enough in that scenario for that to clearly be communicated for whatever it is that you want to happen. So bring them in and then push them back out. And it also tells the athletes, so like, hey, I'm really, really invested in you knowing and understanding what I have to say that's going on at this point. So again, when being the 10x version of yourself is not enough, again, don't just be louder. Being louder is not always the answer. Sometimes you just have to bring your group in, bring those folks in, huddle, and then push them back out so that you can clearly communicate and they're not so distracted. So if you go back and look at one of our other videos about eliminating distractions, again, like right now we have that fan right there. So if Trey kind of moves over this way, and if Trey moved this way for me, yep. So that fan is there. I wouldn't do that. I would kind of move. I would bring my group as far away from the distraction and huddle as I could, and then I would push them back out and start calling all the reps for all of that stuff, okay? So again, you do want to be the 10x version of yourself, but being louder and being the larger version of yourself is not the only answer to that. Sometimes you have to bring it in, dial it down, and then push people back out so you can give that course of instruction. So try that out. If you feel that people are not engaged, we do this all the time at level 1 courses. If you can feel that people's eyes are not on you and they're not kind of grasping what you're saying or they're getting distracted, stop them what they're doing, pull them in, do a little huddle or a little school circle, make sure everybody's eyes are on you, and then push them back out, okay? And this really, really demonstrates that you have command, and you also have awareness of where everybody's head is at when you're teaching a class. So think about that stuff, bring them in, push them out. Again, if you like this content, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.